Justice for Merritt Landry. This is a New Orleans homeowner who recently, in defense of his home, shot an intruder who turned out to be a 14-year-old boy. Let's throw in, for argument's sake, certain mitigating circumstances. Ethnicity is being brought to the fore, given that Mr. Landry is white and the 14-year-old in question is black. A rush to judgment is underway, where comparisons are being made, of course, to the recent Trayvon Martin, George Zimmerman debacle. And New Orleans may or may not, depending on how the community chooses to unite, become a second Sanford, Florida. My role in this is very clear. I'm an anti-crime activist. I think that urban safety is the civil rights movement of the 21st century. Notice I said urban safety, not black safety, not white safety, not liberal safety, not conservative safety. We must avoid at all costs a narrative which paints any use of force encounter between persons of America's two primary ethnicities, and that, of course, is changing as we speak, painting any of these encounters in the very incendiary light of movies like Mississippi Burning, where the white person in the scenario is automatically assigned the role of the Klansman, the hater, the evil person, the heavy, and conversely, the black person is assigned the role of the saint, the victim, the person without blame. People are individuals. The same concern for urban safety in a predominantly white neighborhood where the shooting took place is also the same concern for urban safety in predominantly black neighborhoods. The reason why myself and my group, Brothers Against Crime, promote urban safety is because being secure within one's person and property is colorblind common sense. It transcends ethnicity, it transcends political affiliation, it transcends income differences. At day's end, we all want to be safe. And in a context where race is too often brought into the scenario, the question, justice for Merritt Landry, is raised to make sure that in a majority black city, as we strive to realize our particular American dream, it would be injurious and ultimately unfair if we denied that same opportunity to others. All men are innocent until proven guilty. That is a tenet that we have pushed for years. That is a concern that is always animating so much of our civil rights activist rhetoric. If that is our basic premise, that American blacks feel that all men are innocent until proven guilty, then, by extension, we must make sure that when we say all men, we truly mean all, and not just all black men. You see, civil rights goes both ways, and my concern with the mainstream black civil rights narrative is too often it only means us to the exclusion of others. If America is to truly arrive at its colorblind destiny, then we too have to judge others by the content of their character and not the color of their skin. Otherwise, the experiment fails and we lurch backward at warp speed to the Mississippi Burning model, where you have domestic apartheid and roiling, burning tensions that erupt with very tragic consequences. So as this case progresses, as someone dedicated to urban safety and an inclusive civil rights vision, I will be promoting justice for Merritt Landry. Because if we're honest with ourselves, regardless of your color or your income, it could have just as easily been you on that tragic night in question.